Flak is pretty powerful with 1 HP. I actually made the character pretty tanky with 27,000 shield. A crazy pet that can take a lot of damage and deal a lot of damage too. And you got this pretty fun build. If you want to melt enemies with the fade away, then you can still do that. Although the gamma burst is an amazing option as well. I want to go in depth on this build that I've been using on Mayhem mode 3 on the max level and also in the true Vault Hunter mode. So let's do that in this video. Would be awesome if you could leave a like on the video as it shows your support. And let's go. This build is mostly centered around the Deadless artifact that gives me double the amount of shield capacity but reserves all but 1 health. So you have an insane shield but only 1 HP all the time. But yeah, combine that with a powerful shield like the front loader and you really get a ton of shield capacity. And of course the best thing about a shield is that it can quickly recharge in the middle of combat. Also amazing about focusing on your shield is that when you have a second wind, you get most of your shield back immediately. I now get a fully charged shield back thanks to the Resilient perk that you unlock after spending 15 Guardian tokens. Then I immediately have the 27,000 shield back and can take a ton of damage again before I drop. Having 1 health also means that you are always low health, so every skill that says when Flak is low health applies all the time. A great example is the Shared Spirit skill that shares 50% of all the damage I take with my pet if I am low health. Well, I'm low health all the time, so the damage is always shared with my pet. You also have the Hive Mind skill. When Flak takes damage, a portion of all the damage they take is shared to their pet instead. Meaning that while I already have a ton of defense, my pet is taking the punches too. And then you also have the He Bites skill. When Flak's pet takes damage, the pet returns some of the damage to the attacker. On Mayhem 3, things can still get heated and you might drop often, but again, second wind is not that much of an issue. I also spent some points in the Stalker skill line to get the Lick the Wound skill, so my pet will immediately try to res me when I'm down, and when he is successful, I will immediately have all my shield capacity again. The Mutated Defenses skill is great for the revive as well, because this gives my pet insane damage reduction and health regen when low health, so when my pet is trying to revive me, there will likely be a ton of enemies attacking him, well then he has a higher chance to survive it and res me thanks to this skill. Of course, you will be trying to get a second wind too, and what sometimes happens is that you get completely overrun and then you and your pet die at the same time. Well, I got this awesome legendary class mod that gives my pet a second wind when I kill an enemy. So this works when I'm still alive and my pet is on the ground, just kill a target and then your pet gets back on his feet and will start wrecking again, and then I share a lot of damage that I take with him again. But this also means that when you are both in second wind and I score a kill, that my pet gets second wind at the same time too. So then you basically restart the fight with your full shield, your pet will be full health, and then you can fight like nothing happened. So yes, having the second wind buffs in the Guardian ranks is very helpful. I can now aim while in the fight for your life mode, and it's overall way longer thanks to some of the tokens I spent on the survivor section. Also the other perks, like that your shield recharges when you kill an enemy, or that you just overall improve the shield recharge delay and rate based on your missing health. And that's great with this build, of course, because you only got 1 HP. So yes, it's important that your pet is alive at all times for the shared damage, the damage that your pet can do, and of course the fact that he can revive you. So the class mod that I already touched on is great to give him full health again after you kill an enemy while he was on the ground. But you can of course also revive him with the Gamma Burst skill, so he will immediately come back from the dead and teleport to target location and deal a lot of damage again. If you use Gamma Burst to revive your pet, then the cooldown will be 2 times as long, but it's totally worth the 60 seconds that you otherwise have to wait before he returns. I mostly pick Gamma Burst when playing in groups, use for tight battles, where you can also like make the rift heal all your surrounding allies, including your pet, so they stay way longer in the fight. But while I'm playing solo, I select Gamma Burst with the Endurance instead for a longer duration per kill, and your pet will become stronger per kill too. I always select Empathic Rage because then you get 20% more damage while Gamma Burst is active, and I think that I already do quite a lot of damage with this build. Your pet bonuses help with that. For example, I select the Iridian Skag for the extra damage and fire rate, although you could totally select the Great Horn Skag too if you want, because that one gives you extra damage and gun damage. It's really up to you, but thanks to the Barbaric Yup skill, all these bonuses from your pet are enhanced. I also have the Jabber fully unlocked, but don't use them because they give either extra movement speed, crit damage, which can be nice but is not really the focus here, and also extra max health that you don't need because you only can have 1 health. And overall, all the skills that give you health regen or extra max health are useless on this build because it's really all about your shield. The turn, tilt and run skill is nice though, because it also gives damage reduction while moving. Stand still and you get the extra gun damage and fire rate, and that is nice with the fade away of course too. Because that is the thing, you can still go crazy and pop that super strong ability if you want to melt a lot of enemies. I use both the Gorillas in the Mist for unlimited crits and the Unblinking Eye for more damage onto one target. I also have the Power Inside unlocked in the Stalker skill tree, so the final skill to gain increased damage when an action skill is activated. Sure, only your pet can benefit from the double damage while full health, but having this for the fade away, but also the Gamma Burst is still great. Sure, you don't do as much damage as a full Flak crit build, but you totally get the job done solo on Mayemo 3 and in a group with the Comfort Skull, for example. That is now my shotgun of choice. Although I might switch when I find a Butcher at level 50 with the cryo damage. The Stratifier is insane against humanoid enemies thanks to the rapid fire attacks, and I got the Lightning Lyuda for the shields and for some longer ranged attacks, while I'm in love with my Infinity as well because I can constantly shoot it and have it with irradiation damage. Sure, still looking for maybe a better version, but it totally gets the job done. I got all these guns and items from just world drops, so random encounters, bosses, chests, and stuff like that. I'm not saying that this build is perfect right now. I might want a better shield. The Stronghold front loader reserves 60% of your max health and returns it as shield capacity. But I only have 1 health, so that kind of negates that effect. I still use it because it already has a ton of capacity and I have it with 40% extra capacity and minus 10% max health. That totally helped me get the shield capacity to 27,000. But yeah, totally open for maybe a better shield. For the grenade, I use the Stormfront. That is amazing against shields. You throw it and then after a short time it multiplies and creates these lasers that deal a lot of damage to all the surrounding enemies and again destroy those shields very easy. It's what I roll right now, but any other AoE grenade will do too. I'm totally open for suggestions as well to make this build even more powerful. I will try different things with Flak, like in general too. I just really enjoy playing this as it's kind of different than all the fade away crit builds, while you can still do that with this 1 HP build, only there are just way more things going on. So yes, in general, it's the Stalker skill tree till the end, so with the final skill, and then the Master until you got the Shared Spirit and all the augments unlocked. I have 0 points in the Hunter skill line, so you can just easily pause the video and build it yourself if you want. And if you got any feedback or input, I'm all ears, so totally let me know in the comments down below or email me at input@jorraptor.com with your awesome builds. Subscribe for way more Borderlands free content if you haven't already. I will keep you up to date on all the updates, golden keys, DLC and way more that is coming to the game. And we'll of course do way more guides regarding some of the best weapons in the game and way more. Like this video to support the channel and check for example already one of those guides out if you haven't already on the best legendary farm tactics that are in the game right now. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or you can watch Dennis and I open a golden chest as we always like to do at the end of a Borderlands free video. Yes Dennis, thanks to the unlimited golden key tactic, I we could just like open unlimited golden
Yeah,
chests
but
now.
let's do one at a time.
Yeah,
shall
let's
we?
do one at a time and kind of showcase the weapon that we
I'll give
hopefully
it
got.
another shot.
A legendary.
Hopefully we get a nice one.
Oh!
Yes.
What is
There
it?
we go.
What is it?
It's the Widowmaker again.
Ah.
Which I don't think we still figured out what that does. But
Yeah.
it's just a whole...
It
It
like,
looks nice.
Yeah,
Gonna
it
have a
does
little
look
party over
great,
here.
but maybe for a cool party or something.
Definitely.
Let me see. Okay, throw it again.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this
There
looks
you
pretty
go.
awesome. Subscribe for way more Borderlands free coverage. We got way more tips and tricks up on the channel and coming your way. And I will also keep you up to date on all the updates and stuff like that. Like the video to support channel and totally check out the previous Borderlands video on that unlimited golden key tactic. For now though, we will speak to you next time and goodbye.